It's not what I meant to do. No.
Oh no.
Oh, the cross-ups are coming in.
Jeez.
I do not understand how I'm defending these things.
The man's OD.
Nope, there it is. See, I can get the double cross-up flip mix, but single low puts me out of commission. Unreal. What's up, y'all? KRCPinto here. I'm hanging out with my friend TSNAce. He is a Trunks master from Dallas. We're going to be playing a little bit today and talking about the character. Ace, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Thank you for having me here, man.
All right, you ready to throw down? Show me what you got?
Yep, I'm totally ready. I'm down.
All right, man. Let's get into it then. Okay, let's see. I love that we have two of the same characters, and I can just steal your tech from this match. That's gonna be great.
Yeah. I think for me especially, I'm actually just probably gonna adopt being a multi-character specialist now.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been through so many of the like different characters of the cast. It's very rare for me to not know anything about at least like a few things of a regular or other characters in the game. Oh.
Was that just me just not teching, or was that like a true deal?
No, I don't even know, but that was a nice little juggle.
I've never seen that ever.
Uh-oh, we got the Goki. Oh. Nice.
Oh, I lost my jump somewhere in there. Ready for this one?
Boom. Yep. I saw that one of your videos. That's a fire conversion.
I love it. It feels so good when it hits too, just because it's so far. Like, you know, people online who haven't seen it before, just like, oh, I'm safe. It's like, nah, I didn't mess up.
Yeah.
Look what I was up to. I tried to push the button. I don't know what I was thinking there. Dude, that heavy hits so high in the air.
Whew.
I had you there. I shouldn't be dragging up. Tried to beam fake and got a key blast. Always a good time.
Oh, it didn't kill. I tried to use both my assists too. Sheesh. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I gotta be ready for that, man.
Always ready for go tanks. So my last one of these I did with a god named Fleet.
Oh yeah, that's Broly.
Yep. I'm trying to implement some of his tips into my game. See if I can actually pull any of it off, but get Godzilla breath off here just for fun.
Godzilla breath. I've never heard that one before.
That's all I think of. I have a 6-year-old stepson. He calls it that every time I do it. It's like it's like
fire.
Drilled in my head. He's like, "You doing the Godzilla breath again?" Like, yeah, I am.
Godzilla breath, yo.
I thought I could backdash out of that. It was EX. What was I thinking? Can't escape that thing. Just gotta eat it. Goki. Ah!
Ooh, good block.
Thank God. I cannot believe I haven't gotten destroyed yet. That's probably the best I've ever blocked in my life.
The level up, man.
Seriously.
Oh no.
I thought that reflect was gonna get me. Get out of here with that.
The plus frames.
The wind up. I should have just held down my heavy and let you go into the armor. I don't think fast enough for that stuff. Yep. No.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
The walk under.
The crazy walk up, cross up DR. You don't see that in the wild too often.
Nah, not really. Ooh, good block.
I think that was cross-up protection. I don't think that was intentional.
You think so?
I think so, yeah. If I'm being completely honest, I definitely did not switch my block direction. Ghost just kind of saved me a little bit there.
Yeah, because what I usually do with Go Tanks is that I try to do my best in locking you down, like on up tech, or if you try to like wake up reflect or vanish, you get smoked.
Right.
So you have to meaty with the Ghost. So I try my best to lock you down, and I guess I just did it too good to the point where cross protection was there. So I was like, dang.
The skills are too sharp. That's about what I expected.
You're doing a lot better from last time, though.
Now I've been practicing a little bit. I've been honestly distracted. I've been playing a lot of Valorant lately, but
I heard that game's good, like the new Overwatch or something.
It's a lot of fun. It's like if you took like cool character design and put it in Counter-Strike. Like you still have the strategy and the fundamentals and all that, but you also get superpowers and things like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Ooh. I gave up on the trade. I don't know why.
Hey.
How'd I get hit there? No! Twice? You're gonna come on my channel, open me up twice. Unreal.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Get Go Tanks out of there. He's disgraced. I need to move him to mid for a little bit because I was working on some cool stuff with his B assist with Broly that I want to try, but I always forget to switch him out. So he ends up dying before I get the chance to do it.
Oh no.
No, what am I doing?
Oh.
That's not what I meant to do. No.
Oh no.
Oh, the cross-ups are coming in.
Jeez.
I do not understand how I'm defending these things.
The man's OD.
Nope, there it is. See, I can get the double cross-up flip mix, but single low puts me out of commission. Unreal. It's working.
Ooh, that combo. That is OD.
Take you back to this corner. Oh!
Ooh, let's go.
How'd I lose that trade?
I have no idea.
Man. Tough times.
For real, that was definitely rough.
Can't believe I got
that's
mine.
even worse. Dang, the beam smoking.
Yep, there it is. Ugh. Okay, who were you playing against? I watched your match against the guy that plays Zamasu at the last like free Wednesday tournament, the one that we played in. Actually, it might have been a Friday one. Yeah, and you smoked him with. He tried to vanish on you and you 2H'd it. This seems like the move. Is that the ace special?
That's the it depends, man, because you have to know what's going on when you do certain strings. There's sometimes because he crossed me up, and what I reacted with was freaking what's too hard, because usually when we play all the time, he dragon rushing me when it's like a tight game like that. Yeah, like he's my training partner, so.
Gotcha. Does he live in Dallas?
So like, no, he's actually he's in Maryland.
Oh, it's a ways away to be training partners. Do you guys know each other from like tournaments or something?
We're part of the same org.
Gotcha.
He's the one that got me into that organization anyways. But basically what had happened was I was not ready. And when I did that, like it was like we both had two characters, but he dashed up, I think he did like 5-0 or something, and then he crossed me up because I thought he was gonna Dragon Rush. So what I did was try to jab out the Dragon Rush because I tech with light.
Right.
So he crossed over and Yamcha turned over and did 2L on the other side and we both clashed. So tournament me and like casual me are two different people.
Right,
so like
right.
I was like hyper focused in that moment. So I just like reflected. Usually if he does cross up light with Zamasu, they do the slash, but that's not true. So I reflected and he ended up vanishing. So I reacted to the vanish.
You know, I really do deeply fear Tournament U from playing you in Tournament before, but now I do even more because you just told a story while you mixed my ass with Trunks without stopping the story, which is really the scariest thing that can happen. So, all right. So, first Trunks question: what is your favorite Trunks move and why?
There we go. So TK flip is probably his most ambiguous move in his whole like game plan. Trunks himself, he needs a lot of help when it comes to his meter, because he's very, very, very greedy, as like people would hear from Lord Knight and Sage. We know that it takes him a lot of meter to actually do his mix-ups for sure. Like his most potent mix-up is definitely his TK flip, I feel. And also in the corner, there's a couple of things that are a little bit unreactable as well. But I think that his best move to me is TK flip that I like using.
What's TK stand for anyone who doesn't know?
TK is Tiger Knee. So basically, you'll be doing a move on the ground that's supposed to be only done in the air. Or basically you're super jumping, installing a move. Right. Like that. So basically his flip is 214, and to TK you have to do 214, which is quarter circle back, and then you have to do up back at the end before you press heavy to get this type of flip. So you can definitely see the difference in trajectory where I do regular flip and then TK flip. So regular flip, right? Regular flip kind of goes a little bit higher, and then TK flip is like a lot lower, like very close to the character. That's TK flip, and then if I had regular flip, he goes like a lot higher. So TK you can definitely spot the difference.
The Tiger Knee flip comes up a lot too. Isn't that what they use for not they? Isn't that what Goichi's using for his mix nowadays too? Off the level 3, he's using the TK flip.
Ooh, actually, for Trunks' level 3, he's actually starting to use the regular flip more. So from where his position is after level 3, it's you can TK flip, but the easier input to do is regular flip and let the flip carry you to the other side. You're able to guide it a lot easier. But the TK flip made it more potent, and you get to the other side like way quicker.
Right.
But it's definitely harder to steer because of the input that you're doing and how low he is. So when you try to steer back to your Trunks' left side, you gotta let the flip go a lot farther if you're TKing.
Gotcha. In terms of like neutral, what's your go-to with Trunks? What do you think is his like winning neutral tip that anyone looking to pick up the character should know?
Then change the neutral move right here.
Change the neutral. Love that.
So right here, Change the Future is definitely one of his, probably if not the best move of his whole arsenal. So Change the Future, obviously you can see how far he goes out. He basically covers about 3/4 of the screen. So if I were to do it once from here, I'm basically halfway towards you, which is already close enough distance to do don't have bar. Close enough distance to do TK flip and get in there, or just regular flip. But also to like not only just get in, but make people scared, because it's a huge blast in front of another person. Like, what do you expect to do when somebody's coming at you like this nonstop? Like it's very oppressing, isn't it?
It is. I love the way that it suppresses key blasts too. I think that's a huge benefit to
it. He basically goes through all projectiles. Even when you do this Change the Future, he has the same properties to be basic key blast. The only 2, maybe 3 characters that actually can beat him out of that are Z Broly, sadly, Cooler because he has the 3H, right, and Hit because he has his counter. I feel like those are the 3 character matchups that are kind of hard for Trunks to work around. And And also S Broly because he does have armor on some things, but yeah, I make it work. But,
All right, so I think I already know what the answer is going to be, but let's talk pressure and mix-up. What's your favorite tool for just tripping people up, making them sweat, getting in there?
okay, yeah. So if you know me, I pretty much favor TK flip most of the time.
Yeah,
There
I
are
dig that.
some what's the word I'm looking for? There are some exceptions where I would oh crap, my bad. I would kind of like do this and do like 2M because if people play against Trunks a lot and they know that the flip is coming, I 2M a lot because they think that I need to stand up and block one side.
You caught me
So
that way
like
a few times while we were playing.
yeah, so it definitely like it's a mind game in itself, but most of the time like I'll pretty much TK flip. But there are different things in the corner as well. But there's some things where I could do this, appear one side and then be on this side, or
That cleanly got me there. I was trying to block it and totally failed.
and then I could do this and then be on this side as well. So it's definitely like it's a mind and basically like trick your eyes to think that I'm in the corner still, but I'm not. And then there's situations where I can do this. Oh, my bad. I can do this. And the corner. So I'll basically I'll be here, or Trunks can appear on the left side and still take the corner, right? So I did that.
What's nuts about that in the corner is that there's just so much visual noise going on that you wouldn't think about. Like when I think visual noise, I usually think like, Kefla's level 1 Hell Zone thing, Piccolo's Hell Zone, even like Change the Future. But like with all that going on, like just now trying to block it, you've got my Trunks body, your Trunks body, the flip animations with like the wind coming out from him, plus the assist body and the assist animation on the screen. Like I can't see anything.
It's a lot. It's a lot, especially with Yamcha assist. Like specifically Yamcha assist in the corner, all you see is just block stun. Like with the Yamcha assist here, like you can't see much. So it's definitely it's really scary. Depending on what kind of assist you have. If you got explosion types assists and you're doing flips with that, you're basically unseeable.
For the next question, I want to know what your best corner tip is. So let's
best corner tip.
Let's talk away from the Tiger Knee because we know that that's busted. So let's talk about just like, I think it could be if you want to mix up in the corner or maybe a corner combo tip. Just anything you got that like Trunks can really take advantage of in the corner. What do you think?
Okay, so here's one thing that I think a lot of Trunks players don't really utilize. So a lot of lower level Trunks players kind of go through a sequence in their block strings. So when they're going through their block strings, of course you have this, and then you have Change the Future feint, right?
Right.
So a normal person, if they're trying to start block strings and go through a string with Trunks, you can be very subtle with Change the Future feint in block strings. The way I do it very early, and it kind of like it gets on their toes. So when I do like 2L 5L, I'll do this, or when I'll do 2L 5L 5M, I'll do this, and it like resets my strings. Or like if I don't have my assist yet, I would do into this and then kind of like stack. It's like a very long drawn out stagger, but people aren't ready for Change the Future feint.
How are the frames on that? Can you get punished if they do expect it?
Yes, if they do expect it, they can mash out of it. They can get medium starters out of it because this is 26 frames. I'm pretty sure 24 to 26 frames. This is it's very slow, but the way it looks like he's dashing. Because if I do a regular dash like this, and then I would do Change the Future feint, it kind of looks like the same frame.
Huh. See,
exactly.
There is risk to that, but like I could see how that'd be really useful, and I feel like it fits with the character because he does to me a lot of the time feel like, in terms of Dragon Ball FighterZ, he's kind of like a high risk, high reward character in neutral sometimes.
Yeah, it's definitely like in neutral itself, it's definitely it's hard for him only because you have to take such risks.
Right.
But us talking about the block strings again, he has that as well, the feint, and then if you're trying to go back into neutral because you know your mix up missed, you can easily do this because this covers them trying to mash on you. That quarter circle back, or excuse me, 214M into S, that covers their mash, that covers their jump, that covers their dash. So basically, it beats and it guarantees you being safe and going back to neutral. Pretty much almost 100%. Unless they just want to super dash you point blank, that's the only way they're gonna beat that.
Which
or they
do.
know. Yeah, they definitely will do it. But if you made them, learn to block, you can do this and easily go back to neutral, or you can like re-engage because you're at that special range, and then you cover that distance, that change the future distance, and then you can easily call an assist in that small gap in between you and the opponent.
So let's say all this goes well, you beat me up, I get knocked down. What's your go-to Oki for him?
So there's a few Oki structures that I use for Trunks. So with him, I don't use Shining Slash in the air a lot, but that hits meaty. It covers up tech, it covers normal tech, it basically covers almost all techs but down tech. You would just have to react to down tech, and if they try to reflect it, the character Trunks himself does not get reflected. You only reflect the anti-reflect, or the late active frames of the Change the Future. And I actually just recently saw that in the lab like 2-3 days ago. Because at first, season 2, it was reflecting Trunks and Change the Future. But now they're reflecting the late active frames of Change the Future. So Trunks stays in front of your face.
So you can kind of bait that and then punish the reflect fairly easily then, huh?
Pretty much. You would have to act like you're about to do it, but you would have to double think Change the Future.
Let's say I'm gonna wake up level 3, and I'm gonna wake up level 3, or do you have like a plan for that, or is it just like the standard safe jump? Is there some way you can punish that?
So if you're gonna wake up level 3 and I hit you with this, so here's another LP that you can do with him, by the way. That. So backdash into neutral jump medium hits meaty, and you're able to still block the level 3s and react to the command grab level 3s as well.
Nice. You can react to the command grab ones?
Yes, because people don't realize that when Trunks is level 3, because he's also a command grab level 3, right, you can jump after this flash. It's a very quick flash, but you can jump after it. So when he says you need to be stopped,
I can jump out of that. Is what you're saying?
you can basically jump out of it if you safe jump the right way. If you have landing recovery and you're trying not to get level 3, you're pretty much gonna get grabbed, and you're gonna have to hold that OD ass damage. So like it's definitely it's something you gotta look for,
right?
For real. But it's definitely that's a safe jump in its own right. And also another way you can do it is I'm pretty sure, I actually need to lab this again, but I'm pretty sure you can react with a feint CTF into this. That hits meaty as well. But also you can block after if they try to level 3, or if they try to mash, you're still able to block. But if they up tech mash, if they try to super dash you, if they try to press a button after wake up, they're gonna get smoked. And that pretty much guarantees one of his good starters, because Change the Future, or not Change the Future, Shining Slash does not have any what's the word I'm looking for?
Scaling?
Any scaling, yes.
So he's got options, basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of options.
Oh. If someone told you today that they were on the fence about picking up Trunks, they might want to play him, what do you think you would say to convince them to play him? What's the sell of the character? What do you love most about him?
What kind of character do you know that just flips everywhere? My man he just be flipping, and like the things you could do is fun. He's got a beam. It's like if they're just new to this character, not new to the game, I would be like, he's got a beam. He's got a good 5S that beats, regular Ki Blast. He's got this oppressive ass move that basically scares people to death. And like his mix-up game is really good if you put in the work. Like if you want solid like Super Saiyan Goku, type solid character, you can play him like that. You can play Goku with a sword. You can do that. It works. It works out. You can play a solid Trunks without having to be TK flip everywhere. I gotta do it. But like also, if you really put in the work, bro, you could be flipping out here. Like you really can. He's got saucy combos. We didn't even really get to that, but
hey, show it off. Let's see it. You did that to me in our matches earlier, and I think I said this out loud then, but it is nuts how high that 5H hits.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's got. I do this all the time. People know I do this as a specialty.
What?
Yeah, it's like Trunks himself can do this into himself, and it guarantees him OD damage.
Why? What does the empty vanish do for you there? Anything besides just looking cool?
It's literally just looking cool. It's because the reason why I do it, it takes away a bar, but I build that same bar back. So
I love that.
That's just like, he's just a saucy character. I can do a lot of crazy things in Spark. Him in Sparking, we didn't really get around to it, but he's pretty much almost unblockable in Sparking.
There's one you can do when you're in. Whoa, I've never done that before.
Like he's definitely got stuff. Like when mid screen, full screen, he can do flips everywhere. Like, come on, what kind of character's got a sword and is a Super Saiyan? Like, he looks cool.
I think the best thing they did for the character was give him Shining Slash, because every time I do that, my mind just shoots straight back to the first time I saw him kill Frieza in the anime. I'm just like, yes, this move is everything. Like, just coming down on him with the sword. I love when you can get someone who's not paying attention with, like, you throw the medium Shining Slash really high and then fall on their head with it.
Oh my, that's my favorite thing to do. Like in neutral sometimes, I just like that.
Just across the world, like they just, for whatever reason, don't stand up, or they try and like push a button or something and they just get smacked from above.
They just get smoked, yeah.
Oh, it feels great.
That's fire.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for coming and hanging out and talking to me about Trunks, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. You got anything you want to plug? Twitch channel, YouTube, Twitter?
I do have a YouTube and a Twitch. My YouTube is TSNAce, just my name, and it's just TSNAce as well on Twitch TV. You guys, if you guys need any more like in-depth stuff, like I have a little bit of basic breakdowns on my YouTube, and then I talk more about it in my Twitch on my VODs as well. But yeah, come and hit me up. Like if you guys ever need help trying to figure out stuff to do with Trunks, or like you guys need tech, like I got you. If you can check my Twitter as well, it's also TSNAce _. And that's pretty much it. Awesome.
All right, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.
No problem. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.